What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's good today. Man. Not feeling really good, guys, so I'm not like super centered, but you know what? It's not all roses on this journey, so I just like, originally I kind of wanted to have like 20 videos. I have so much already ready. I'm just ready to go, but it's like I have so much, and it's like gotta be humble, and I gotta listen. I gotta practice these things, man. Yeah, it's just, yes, but kind of wanted to vent, but not, not. This isn't. I hope it doesn't come off like a, a poor me or whatever, or feel sorry for me video, and I won't even put that message into out there into the world. But whatever, people think all sorts of things and have different perception and whatever. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna try it, and you'll see how my mental state is just messed up. And you'll see, guys. Like I got so and I'm just like got a lot going on, and so here's me in the raw, not feeling good at all state. But it's good. It's like making me, reminding me to breathe and just stop thinking and give to others and keep my physical body calm. All these things I've had issues with, and so it's just, like physically, like I've just been, like for most of this, like however many days, 50 something days, 55, I don't know, of this juice fast, it's been like, there's been periods where I would blow my nose and stuff, but and have stuff, but for the most part, like super freaking clear, and just, but I know that the next couple of days are going to be rough, but these last two have been really, really rough. Just the fatigue, just non-stop fatigue today, no stopping it. Even though I was resting and with my eyes closed and had my earplugs in or whatever. So it's just, I was feeling a little disheartened and just, like we all do. And these are the things that, it's like, but I know I'm doing the right thing, because I know the stuff I'm going to release is going to be so gnarly, and to have it out of my body, I'm willing to do that work. So, I just want to, but like physically, like, and there's also like emotions, and there's other stuff that's everything's going to be released. But, really been not feeling good physically tonight, and, I held in everything before, and I have like these things. So, like I said, it's all intertwined. All these things, I'll own it all. But I got a lot. My physical body is still hurting a lot, and try to keep this short and to the point. And just I would hold in everything, like, and everything, and like, it's part of this journey. It's been like it's been hard for me to yawn, sneeze, like sometimes in front of other people, like, but but it's not just like, there's an emotional component and a mental component, but it's also, there's such a I have such nerve issues and such actually serious other components and blockages, that's the key thing actually, is the physical is just not feeling good. And I would say now, like all these other areas of my life were definitely not perfect, the mental, spiritual, any of it, all these other areas, emotional, but all that stuff has been getting so repaired. So it's like, okay, now the physical body it's like, it's just amazing how this works. And I don't know, it's like, I was watching my friend Nicole. She is just crushing it. She's doing videos, and she's a detoxification specialist too, and we've been friends since level 1. Amazing person. And anyways, like, so many great points that she had, but it was like, basically, like, I'm more scared to, like, I would never go the medical route again. Sorry, there's no pill that's gonna help me, guys. Sorry. And that's not mindset, that's just understanding and experience, insight. foresight. So it's just like, she was saying, like, you know, she's more afraid of going the west, you know, the alternative to this. Like, I'll do the work. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. I'm done. Don't want to suffer anymore. I got a lot of love to give. So, and I want to feel good. I want to feel good for once. So, anyways, it's not, you know, it's just like, I'm much more afraid, and I've had it on my heart to make a video about chemotherapy and all that, and I will when I have the energy, when I'm in a clear state and and all that. But it's just like, you know, I'll never forget. Just one thing about that topic is, I'll never forget what happened to my grandpa. Even though I was really bad, that was during my heart really just drug days. Like the deepest, though, not the deepest, well, just like the end, the kind of at the end, but still so deep in it. And I wasn't, whatever. I don't have regrets. I do, but not, you know, not. I don't hold on to them. I think about them and I go, oh, that's just mine. And like, no, sorry guys. My point is I won't forget what that stuff did to him. Chemotherapy does not, you know, Chemotherapy kills cancer. Yeah, but it kills every little part of you. So, not going to get into it the way that, you know, if he was given the right information and guidance and wanted to, you know, so I'm not going to get into it, but that's something I'll never forget. And you know what? I got to be careful. Like, I just, not out of fear. I know that it's cause and effect. So, you know, these guys should be the ones rethinking these chemotherapy and drug companies. They should be rethinking the karma, the cause and effect of what's going on, because it's just so, yeah. But like, I want to, it's more out of a respect for putting out my best light and my best, and even for them, you know, a lot of them think they're doing the right thing, and we do that though. We do that in life. We think we're doing the right thing, and then we're smacked in the face. I hope some of these guys get smacked in the face, and really soon, because it's criminal. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to be, you know, I haven't even gotten to my topic, but I'm gonna. Yeah, and if I'm, like I said, not mentally acute, I'm not feeling good by any means. So this is, but I'm, like I said, I felt worse. I felt a lot worse, and this is not like before, like the first 12 months of this or whatever, where it was just like, man, the fatigue would never go away. And anyways, when I get into my video, I wish I could have done this outside. It was really cold today, and yeah, anyways, here, this is when it needed to come out. And rest is the video here, guys. And you know, 15 months ago, like you know, is when I got real hardcore disease, and a big part of it, there's so many components, and you add them up, and you got exactly what happened to me. And rest was a big thing, guys. Or like, I just did not have, like, I didn't know how to rest, like, ever, for my whole entire life. Like, and 15 months ago, man, the fatigue, like, it's so crucial. So I'm gonna go into rest here, guys, and like, yeah, like most people, like, I just want to be like, I wanted to be active. I've always been very active my whole life, except the last 15 months. Getting sick of not able to do that and other things. But you know, like I was, you know, with my skateboarding when I was a lot younger, and I was a bike messenger in Chicago for like 4 or 5 years, like in the winter, and like just 12-hour days, and like back to back sometimes, and and then after, and then long distance hiking, and like, sometimes for a month and stuff like that, long chunks of, and just like winter mountaineering and just pushing myself physically, all these things physically, and then never resting. And then I have a fractured pelvis, which has impacted my life in so many freaking ways. There was a time when I was going to chiropractic for a really, like, 8 years ago or 10 years ago. I was going real hardcore with a pretty good chiropractor, and stretching, doing yoga more and meditating. But even so, like, I wasn't stretching or I wasn't resting my mind enough, and like, yeah, what else? Like, I wasn't doing, I wasn't doing enough, like, I wasn't resting, like, and, guys, it's, it's great to be active. Don't get me wrong, but you're not filtering out your kidneys consistently, and you got all these other major things you need to deal with. You're not gonna like, sorry, I'm out of it, guys. You can deal with, like, it's good to be active, guys, I'm sorry, but, like, if you're on a raw diet or a plant-based, really, high raw, or a lot of fruit, or maybe you haven't had symptoms yet, or maybe you haven't had the whammy yet, but it will come at some point. I'm certain of it, because I put all this stuff together. I understand. It makes so much sense. So, like, if you're back then, wow, what if I knew back then what I know now? It's just, it all, the lymph system just piling up, and, like, all of these things, like, wasn't resting my mind, body, soul, like, to the level I really should have been for that kind of activity, because it was, it was a lot. And then I would just never stop. Even when I wasn't working, I'd go ride my bike, or go to dance, go dance at concerts, or I'd go to, I would just push myself. I'd go for a walk. I would never stop. And, like, even though I would sometimes take the time out to meditate and, like, all that, whatever, but it wasn't like, so, the wrong food, man. When you have a clogged lymph system, GI tract, skin, lungs, the whole thing, you're not gonna, it's just gonna slowly start to deteriorate, like I said, like, the fatigue, like, I had this stuff, like, the whole time, like, like, not when I was skateboarding as much, but, which was a really long time ago, but, like, yeah, like, whatever, 7 to 10 years ago, when I was, like, a bike messenger, that big period of 11 years, whatever it was ago, I was starting to get, like, fatigued at night after all this activity, and, like, not eating good, and I was correcting my diet a little bit, but and fixing some hardcore stuff, but, like, all these symptoms of the fatigue, that's my point, is, like, I had this fatigue when I was active back then. That was many years ago, and it was just like, oh well, if I knew I needed to change my diet to something way better ASAP, and if I knew that that much activity isn't good for where I was with my diet, like, I would have changed right then. It's just, I don't live in the woulda shoulda. We find that we're on the path when we need to be in the right way, but it's just like these symptoms that I had of just all these other things. There's not just the fatigue, minor fatigue, like super minor, and then 15 months ago, bam, all these things, and then they'll come in different ways too. Bam, because my lymph system, it was misunderstood. It was just yeah, no, I ignored symptoms to some degree. I tried so much, but I was trying the wrong stuff, and I misunderstood stuff, and these things translated down the line into severe disease, severe, like hard. I could never imagine this type of fatigue, guys. And oh, maybe I have Lyme's, whatever. I don't even care at this point. I don't believe in diseases anymore. Sorry, guys. I don't want to. What's the point in spending all this money to find out I have ulcerative colitis, uncurable, and all these other. So it's just like the lymph, guys. When you like. Just like Morse says, like when you stop thinking, I'll do my video on the lymph soon. I'm trying. There's so many, and it's just I'm trying to do. When the lymph, guys, when you stop thinking and you come, and this is not ego. This is just fact. Like we all have this level consciousness, and it's just levels, and we can, do we want to tap into it? Can we? Sometimes it is a lot to with. It's the will is, even if the will is really strong, like I've had the will for this, but like the ability to, when you're so bogged down by the cooked food and all these foods that bog you down, and like you can't. My point is like if you just look at the lymph system and think about it, and it's so basic. You don't think about it, but think about it from the level of like a higher awareness that we all can tap into, and just like, oh, okay, it all makes sense. I wasn't resting. I was eating the wrong food, and it all makes sense. The lymph is key, guys. So like what else, guys? Like I think it's really important with rest. Like I hope I got into a lot. I mean, it's trying to explain myself. There's so much, like the eyes closed, guys. Like. It's so important, in my opinion. Like, even if you're not doing a water fast or whatever, whatever you're doing, or even if you're doing like a juice fast or something, or whatever you're doing, it's important. It's like if you're feeling physically, especially, even more so, like it's more important that you rest and close your eyes as much as you can. When you're feeling bad, so when you're not feeling physically good, like you need to rest. You need to close your eyes and lay down. Like there's some there's some of these guys who are like, oh, you can fast, and like if you're feeling good, that might be a little bit different, but even if you're feeling good, in my opinion, and so far in my experiences, and just my, what I think, just my opinion, guys, like you shouldn't work out when you're, like you should always go on walks when you're feeling good, and some exercise is good, but just like, man, pushing it while you're fasting, like some people are into this, and I'm not going to mention the names, but anyways, guys, especially on a long water fast or something, keep your eyes closed as much as you can. That's why you're doing this. That's why you're taking like 2 weeks out of your life, or a month, however long these you warriors out there are doing these things. That, hey, I'm not advising anything here. I'm just sharing my story. So it's not a fear too. It's just. It's respect. It comes down to respect for me and this message, and just I'm not afraid if I say something about chemo kills people. Sorry, I'm not afraid of it. People should be afraid of the consequences of things, and of cause and effect, and just not of hurting people. But I already got into that, guys. Like, what else is good for rest? Like, man, fresh nature, guys. Nature's so crucial. Oh my gosh, I can't wait until it's warmer every day. I mean, I live to be outside and feel just so at peace there. It's so much easier to rest when you're in nature. Like, it's just, the birds are singing to you. Like, they're, it's like silence is golden. So you can find silence in anything. Like, it's so healing. But if, you have noises that are birds and stuff, it's different than having these city noises or whatever. Like, it's the city noises, man, and I know most of you guys know what I'm talking about. When you remove yourself totally from the city, for a time and you go totally into nature, that's when you really notice it. You're like, wow, the birds, they're actually like, these sounds are actually good for my adrenals and good for my system. Like they're not harming me. Like when you're in, you know, when you're in these cities, like, yeah, like, you know, just like I urge, you know, if you have to drive an hour to get out of the city to, or whatever you have to do, get into nature as much as you can, because it helps with your rest, helps with your mind state, it helps with your soul. It's communion with nature thing. Like, it's all these things, guys. Like, but yes, it's just like, you know, technology, guys. That's another thing. Like, you guys know it can be kind of a blessing and a curse for us sometimes. We haven't mastered it, I don't think. I mean, certain people probably have it, and certain people are better at it than others. But like I'm still getting better at it. Like, I have I don't even want to think about the 5G stuff, guys. Like, and I urge you guys to, like, side point, like, all these conspiracy theories and all these things. Well, most of them aren't theories and whatever, but you can never have full belief in anything. You just, in my opinion, you can't. You can just know and understand, and like, but even that, it's just, don't get all frightened by, like, learning all about the scary things that are happening. Start making, like, you know, I had to do that a while ago, like 8 years ago or whatever, or 7 years ago, whatever it was, after I stopped giving GMO pamphlets and, you know, all these pamphlets and going to health conventions. It started making me crazy learning about all this stuff. And go out there and that'll make you crazy too, that side of the technology, learning all this, but just in general, like, go. And that's when I learned how to grow food, and like I started working on a lot of farms and whatever. And that was just part of my journey. But like, yeah, I need to do a solid technologification, you know, like, I don't know, my good friend Eric gave me this, and this thing, it's so funny when I don't use it as much as I would if I was more clear, but I plug it in. You plug it into your cell phone, and you walk around with it, or whatever. When you walk around with it, it's so funny to see people. Just, I don't care what people think, but they're like, what is this guy doing, you know? And it's like, wow, I don't want to get radiated more than I have to. Sorry, I don't want to get fried. I already have my issues, guys. So it's just turn off your, like, if you don't do it, at least turn off your phone sometimes completely off. Have the Wi-Fi off on yours, because you have all this other stuff that could be harming you around all over the place, bouncing off you. And we got to struggle to stay alive here, but it's not a struggle. It's an honor to do this work and to try to carry this, you know. So I don't know. It's like, yeah, like I said, the meditation, the yoga, all these things are just crucial, key. They're key. You know, whatever works for you, like, because those things, like, you know, like yoga is more physical than just sitting and meditating, but like it helps establish the mind-body connection. And like my fractured pelvis, I have to do yoga. That's where I'm at. I can't, you know. But like Tai Chi, Qigong, any of these things that works for you guys, like massage, like any of these nice, really cool, useful things that they won't usually cure you, in my opinion. Like, you know, certain massage, and, you know, Reiki, chiropractic, you know, acupuncture, craniosacral, acutonics. I've done all those, and like certain, you know, these things can help you rest better, you know, help your mind-body connection, you know. So it's just, it's hard, guys. I'm going to try to keep this, like I said, sometimes just we got to take a day off. We're worth it. Like, we need to make money and stuff, but there's a point when it's like, man, my body, my health, my well-being is more important, and I'm not working. I'm so glad I don't have to work for a long time. I worked so much this year, and anyways, like I said before, guys, I'm not like intentionally in one of the videos, I'm not like trying to get like clients right now or anything like that, you know, because I'm a detoxification 1 and 2, level 1 and 2, and I can read eyes and whatever. I do have some experience, but like this is, you know, I could potentially, if someone needs help, I'm not saying don't reach out to me for questions or support, and like I'll give you some pointers, but I'm so in my own journey right now. Like I need help, to be honest, but with things. But I don't, you know. But I am content doing this alone still, and I'm content just taking ownership and just like I can do it. Like I don't want to be a burden to anyone, and anyways, it's just if someone really needed me or whatever, I'm here, guys. But I'm not. That's not my intention. If someone really needed me, I would take on my first clients or whatever. But it's, I wouldn't take them on. I would be like honored to do it, but it would have to be when I'm like, yeah. Anyways, I'm just learning how to manage my time better, and just these videos. It's just we got to get the flow going, guys. So, like, we got to get it going, and so it's hard. It's hard out there, and like I said, I'm just freaking fatigued. Well, I don't know how this will turn out, but like I said, I wanted to keep this shorter, and you have the power in your hands, guys. You're the key, and sorry to copy Morse there, but it's just the golden key to health is to all that it's all connected. Is a good way to wake up or to feel really good, to clear these things that you might want to clear if you're going to go this route. And I'm showing you both sides. It's not fun, guys, but I'm really scattered, and I'm not able to I'm gonna lay down with my eyes closed and all that, and like I've been doing for 2 days straight, and want to do all these things and give back, but I need to take care of myself, so I'm gonna take my own advice. Love you guys much, and peace be in your hearts and your minds, your body and your soul, and rest up. It's important. We gotta rest. It's like, and the more as this society is going, and technology, even though I love technology, it's good too. It's just, it's harder to rest. So we got to go out of our way to do it, and learn how that we can start to, make these habit changes. It all comes down to habit, and like I said, thought patterns. And once you start these more positive things of any sort, it gets more positive. Just got to stay on that vibration, stay on that wavelength. Because the other one, like I said, I don't like the darkness. I've been there. That's not where I want to be. So I want to just try to be in the light, and yeah, do good things. Bye.